Hey, Mega Moms, Jessica Hensley here with Real Estate Mega Moms, where we help moms create a life and a business that they love. And I have my partner with me, Stephanie Sockberger. And today we're going to talk about maybe a hot topic. Do you need Instagram or to have a huge following on Instagram in order to have a successful real estate business? Why we think you don't, and what are some best practices to make your Instagram more effective? Okay, Steph. So we were talking about Instagram before we went live here, and I was sharing with you, I was thinking about like burning it all down and just deleting the Instagram app, no longer having Instagram. And she's laughing because she knows like I'm kind of like a hot or cold kind of person. So if something's not working for me, then I'm just like, I'm gonna drop it. Although it was so interesting when I said that, you were like, oh, but I see you everywhere. And honestly, I don't think I've personally posted on Instagram for maybe a month. So it's so interesting that that was your perspective. I see you all over the place.
Well, I see you all over the place on social media in general. I mean, when you think about it, Jess, I mean, like years ago when I first came across you, Facebook, yes. I mean, but then it was Instagram, and I mean, it's in general. So today when you said I'm thinking about just getting rid of Instagram and I'm gonna focus on YouTube, I kind of had to laugh because yes, you are all hot and cold, and I just I love it. I love it. I love you, obviously. But you had mentioned, do people know me because of me posting on Instagram? So would it really matter if I got rid of Instagram? It's hard to say because there's been so many years of you being on Instagram, and it's here and there, but it's been lovely moments and, videos here and there and posts here and there that people are used to seeing you and have seen you so many years. So have you gotten business from it? Maybe not like I saw you on Instagram and I want to hire you, but maybe they've seen you over the years and that's became a staple part of who you are. And they know you because of that. So it's hard to say. I would say maybe not just delete it. But yeah, so that was interesting to hear from you today.
Like spurred the conversation, or it's the spur the thought process to me. There is somebody that I followed on YouTube that has given me lots of tips on how to grow my Instagram, how to understand the algorithm, all of those things. And by the way, I started on Facebook, and I'm maybe more active on Facebook because it feels so familiar. I don't feel like I have to be perfect on Facebook. I enjoy the community aspect of it, having groups. I like the family aspect of it on my personal page, on my just Jessica Hensley. And then my business pages, I feel I reach quite a few people just by posting normal things, about my listings or this or that post or engagement post. And because in marketplace, like just so many things on Facebook I'm familiar with and feel like I make a big impact for my businesses on that platform. Instagram, I have taken classes, I have hired coaches, we have hired social media people. I follow lots of people, and we're like at 7,600-ish followers, so we're not a big account, and it's probably one of our smaller accounts if you look at it in the grand scheme of things. And I'm talking about Real Estate Mega Moms. My business, my real estate business account might be like 2,000 or 2,500. So it's also not huge. And I think what's hard for me about Instagram, so ladies that are diehard Instagram people, like prove me wrong, comment below, tell me all of the reasons why I should stay on Instagram. But I feel like you have to have a little bit more polished or cohesive presence. And so what happens for me personally is I get on that app and I'm seeing other people post, and I'm like feeling instantly guilty and instantly like a downer of, oh, well, she's posting this and this looks really good. And man, why doesn't my post reach that many people? Whereas on Facebook, I don't know what it is. I don't feel like I have the same experience there. And then to kind of tie it all back to my original thought of swapping Instagram for just to go all in on YouTube, I also don't have a really robust presence. I have channels on YouTube on both real estate and our Mega Mom channels on YouTube. And we have a lot of content. I mean, like Mega Moms, we probably have 500 videos on there. So we have a ton of posts. But our followers are growing, but they're not impressive. And so my thought process was, I feel like Facebook and Instagram, when you're trying to reach a target audience, unless you're putting ad dollars behind it, that's the exception. But unless you're putting ad dollars, it's almost like you're accidentally in somebody's feed, because Meta said, oh, based on your habits, based on your preferences, based on what you've liked and engaged with, I think you would enjoy this post. So it's like, oh yeah, I forgot I was looking for a house, and they see something I posted, or oh yeah, I forgot I'm trying to, build my real estate business. So it's like an accidentally they're stumbling on either one of our businesses. And I feel like YouTube is an intentional buyer, because you have somebody that is going to the search engine, typing in how to build a real estate micro team. And hopefully if you type that into YouTube, we would pop up like one of the top ones, because we talk about that a lot. Or how to be a successful mom in real estate. That's going to pop up. Or if, speaking of real estate, how to relocate to Independence, Kansas, or what's the best area to live in Independence, Kansas, you name it. So I just think, do you understand my logic here? Like, I feel like it's
absolutely. I've never really been really big in Instagram. I mean, I feel like I skipped Instagram. I skipped some of the social media platforms. I think it's because of my age. I kind of got into it. I mean, I do Insta story. I mean, like I do the stories. I kind of go through that. And then if there's something on a story that I like, then I'll go onto their page. I mean, I kind of feel like I do that. Facebook's kind of my thing. I am getting more into YouTube. I mean, you're right, because it's the Google platform. I mean, I Google things, you end up on YouTube. So I see that. And I feel like you haven't, we're at the stage where you haven't missed anything yet. I mean, there's plenty to build, and there's plenty to put into. I think going back into a website, it's back. Honestly, I feel like it's back, because I feel like you can use YouTube links back into a website. I think a website is a bunch of YouTube links. Honestly, it's really what it is. It's building all of that back into it, is what I'm seeing. So that's really interesting. So Instagram, I've never really built it. I mean, I'm like you, I've got like 1,000 followers, but to me, it's never really been about followers and likes, because I think there's a lot of secret looking. I think there's a lot of secret people looking is what I'm seeing. So I've always thought that.
Well, and by the way, we both are Icon agents. You can't see it in the background, but I have 4 Icon awards back there, which
yes, girl.
And we just looked at our numbers, and year to date, we're at 95 actually, as of this morning, under contract or sold. So since January 1st through now. So our goal this year was to close 180 transactions. And I think we're like 60% of the way there. So yay, I'm so excited about that. And I don't have, tens of thousands of followers on Instagram. So hopefully that's inspiring to you, as somebody that, most people don't have a crazy amount of following on Instagram or YouTube or any social platform for that matter. So you really don't have to have a huge audience. And that was one of the questions I had asked at the beginning of this podcast is, do you have to have a huge Instagram presence in order to be a successful agent? And the answer to that is absolutely no. There are some great agents out there that have no social presence. Now, if you are hitting it from both angles and you have a large social presence on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you're posting, and you have the past clients, like it's all going to snowball and all going to work symbiotically together. So I'm not against it, even though I said I'm like maybe we should get rid of it. My team has told me, how about this? We focus on one platform and we repurpose from that platform. And I don't know about you, Steph, but the reason I haven't just gone all in on YouTube as of yet is because it felt very overwhelming. It felt like I don't know how to edit the videos. I don't know how to format the videos. I don't fully understand SEO. I don't really know, what videos to post. So all of those things combined, I think prevents a lot of entrepreneurs, real estate agents from even starting a YouTube channel. And I feel like it's probably worth the investment. It's worth your time and energy to build, and would potentially have a better payoff than building just a brand on Instagram. I could be wrong, and I'm sure there's exceptions to this rule, but the primary difference is what I've already explained. Instagram, you have more accidental followers, so to speak. Like they're just following your life. They're getting to know you as a person, which is great. Nothing's wrong with that. But if you want to reach somebody that's in the stage of life you want them to be in, where they're an actual hot prospect that's going to be converting within the next 3 to 6 months, then I would say YouTube is probably where it's at. Steph, we should have a YouTube expert on our podcast.
Great idea. Great idea. Yeah. Couple things. I was told to just start videoing, just start making the videos, not to get overwhelmed about the editing. Just start making the videos. And then the SEO part of it, start doing research about the SEO part of it. So I think just make the videos. And I know it's easier said than done, but especially you, Jess, you've been doing videos for such a long time. I just see you killing it. Just start making the videos. Another thing, Instagram followers. This is very interesting. So we're at EXP. I received a referral from an EXP agent, and this EXP agent had like 60,000 followers. So I received it was a message, and I couldn't answer the phone. So I received a message, and I'm like, oh, an EXP referral. And I looked her up to make sure she was legitimate, first of all. And she had like 60,000 Instagram followers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this could be an amazing referral partner, right? And I asked her as soon as I got her on the phone, I'm like, where are you getting all of these Instagram followers? She said right away, I paid for them. I'm like, whoa, for her to even tell me that, like right away, I paid for them. And I'm like, wow, how is that going for you? She's like, I get so much spam. After she paid for these likes, she said she gets so much spam in every facet of life. Like she gets so much spam. So I thought that was really interesting that she paid for likes.
Yeah. Yes. And I would say, as far as best practices for Instagram, that's a great point. It's really tempting to take that easy button, but if you can grow your audience organically, then they are going to be so much more valuable to you than these fake accounts, even though that 60,000 followers may be feeding her ego, right? And it looks good, like, oh wow, like you said, this person must have a lot of business. This is somebody that I want to be involved with because they have all of these likes or all of these follows. If it's not translating to business, then it doesn't really matter. Like I just am so over following the vain metrics and the ego building things that aren't actually adding to my bottom line.
And you even look like in the likes, I think it was either there or Facebook. I went over to Facebook and you looked, and the people, you can just tell they're not real people. They're fake looking people, and they're not even, yeah.
That is so funny. Yeah, I don't think I would be sharing that, but I mean, she sounds like a very honest person.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a super honest person. Absolutely. I was blown away that she shared that with me right away, but yeah.
That's
I was
funny.
surprised. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, The other thing, we've had some other, like I said, we've hired coaches, we've had social media managers. So I'll share what they have told us and what I have actually seen work. One being Michelle Berman Michael. She has a company, and I think it's called Instagram Powerhouse, I believe. And she talks about engaging. So if you are going to go all in on Instagram, if you feel more comfortable with that medium, then I would say make engagement a cornerstone, not just posting, but actually message people that are in your area, that maybe are in that demographic that you're looking for of a potential client. So, for example, let's say Stephanie, you're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So if you want to engage with people there, maybe you think about like my ideal client is how would you describe your ideal client? Let's just take him through this exercise.
Oh, I would say my ideal client would be someone that's moving up. So, I would say, I shouldn't say family focused. I mean,
Yeah, no, I mean, again,
yeah,
we're not, this is for you to engage with.
yeah,
So it's not like a fair housing issue. We're not
yeah.
running ads. We're literally just doing a search. So, and I'm going to share how you do this search in a minute, but so just describe like your avatar. That's what they call it, your perfect avatar. Is it going to be like 40s to 50s, probably that age range?
Yeah, I would say 40s to 50s. I would say is like, well, honestly, probably not even moving up. I would probably say they're getting ready for retirement. Maybe their kids are going to college. They're probably moving. Yeah, here I'm talking to you, telling you in real life time. I'm like, no, I don't want people that are moving up. I want people that are moving down. They're getting ready for their bigger house. They're moving down. They're simplifying their life.
So
They're
let's
maybe buying a house down south as well with that extra money. They're down south and maybe buying a second home somewhere on a lake or something.
I wonder if you could do a search on Instagram with a location of Sioux Falls and then add in, I don't know if this is possible. So, Instagram people tell me, but can you do a location search and then also do like hashtag senior mom or hashtag senior dad or something like that? Or whatever. Maybe there's other hashtags that are being used, but that's kind of where I'm going with this of like, think about that stage of life. What are they into? What are they doing? And so the parents of seniors, then they're getting ready for that empty nester. They're maybe getting ready for a change. That would be something. And also, let's say Stephanie wanted to connect with them because she also had a kid in high school or she also had some commonality. So you're friending them or following them on Instagram. You are kind of observing what they post recently, and then you're commenting on it, maybe liking and just a quick comment of, oh, I love that store. Oh my gosh, my senior loved this too. And you're making a connection, and then you just introduce yourself, and not in a copy
Empty
paste way.
nester. Empty nester.
There you go. Yeah. Do that hashtag, but not in a copy paste way. Not like, hi, I'm Stephanie and I'm a real estate agent and whatever, like nothing like that. More of a, how would you approach somebody? Let's say you found this mom who has a senior. She maybe sent her kid to a school district you're familiar with. So, and you've seen that they're getting ready to send their kid off to college. And what would be something that you would say that would be authentically you, Steph? Up, you're muted.
Sorry. If they're sending their senior off to college.
Yeah, just of like you're sliding in their DMs. The goal is just to say hi. This is making you uncomfortable, isn't it?
Oh no, it's not making me uncomfortable. I just feel sad for that mom because it's a sad moment, but it's a happy moment because they feel sad but happy. They probably want a friend. They maybe want to go out for a drink.
Yeah.
Remember
Well,
that time.
After engaging with them a little bit, you may just message them and say, "Hey, I'm Stephanie. I'm local to the area. I actually had a couple kids graduate from that high school. I see you have a senior getting ready to graduate. Congratulations."
I remember what that's like. If you need a friend, I'd
Yes.
be happy to go out to coffee with you or
Yeah,
something.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you could do it slower than that. I guess it's almost like dating,
Like,
really. You can
that's
just
not my
like
style.
comment
I want to
on
be
their
a friend.
story. like, comment, and then you start this actual genuine friendship. And that is a lot more groundwork. But honestly, we talk every day to our coaching students about making connections. And we share with them, like, it can be through Instagram, through DMs, it can be a message on Messenger on Facebook, or it can be a text message or email or a phone call. But whatever you're doing, however you're connecting or attempting to connect, that's the only thing you can control. How many people are you attempting to talk to? And then you track how many connections you have, and then how many appointments did you get from those, so on and so forth. It's the day in, day out activities that's going to make the difference, not just your followers. Right?
Yeah, I love that. I mean, those are the things that I absolutely love to do. I can get like so like into that and like forget that I'm selling real estate because I'm so into the relationship and like, oh, there's a purpose for this.
Yeah. Yes, you're so good at that. So, moms, the whole reason that I started all of this or thought process of deleting Instagram, and I'm not going to, by the way, was this creator that I follow was talking about how she just did, and she was teaching people how to build their Instagram. And this is what she said. She said for her mental health, she felt like it was the right move to make. She felt like she had more ready, willing, and able buyers. Her audience, her people, her tribe, they were on YouTube versus Instagram. She was going there and comparing and feeling down and feeling behind and feeling guilty. So I think overall, when we're thinking about social media, any of the platforms, ask yourself this question: how is this app making me feel? How am I showing up in this app, this social outreach? And is it actually adding to my bottom line? If I'm showing up here and I'm just scrolling and I'm never posting, how does that truly impact my mental health, my life, and my business? If the answer isn't that it's bringing you up and lifting you up, which I would venture to say it's not, we should all be more mindful of this. And I love that there is more of a conversation about, even with our kids, limiting time on social media, how much damage it's been causing. So it just really has me thinking and being more mindful of where I'm present and where I'm spending my time. And I think YouTube, for me, I'm really excited about doubling down on it. So we'll see how it goes. But for me, it's going to be it's an easier platform for me to consume what I want to consume. That's edifying because I'm literally doing the search, right? And I know I have like certain channels that I watch every day. And then it's easier for me to post and to not feel like I have to mindlessly scroll for hours to get inspired. What do you think, Steph?
Love it. I heard you just say something that you watch certain channels every day. You watch it like TV?
I do.
That's interesting. I don't do that. That's already
interesting. It's kind of like my podcast. It's like a version of my podcast, or podcast for me. I know you listen to a lot of podcasts.
I love podcasts. Yeah. So it's like that for you. So you're watching.
So when I'm getting ready in the morning, like I'll turn on, there's some, real estate people that I follow. I love Karen Carr, by the way. And I'm just going to go ahead and shout her out because she's an expert on YouTube. Great girl. I would definitely follow her. If you're in real estate, you want to grow your YouTube presence, go to her channel, Karen Carr. I'm following a lot of the NAR stuff with her and Lee Brown, and they're both on YouTube talking about that. I like their perspective on it. Of course, I follow, the big coaches. I like to hear their perspective. And then I follow like some political stuff. I follow gardening because we didn't do our garden. We weren't successful in getting it done in time. But my dream is to have a lazy garden. So you guys should look this girl up too. I'm just in love with her. Her name is Anne of All Trades. She's on YouTube, and she shows you how to create a garden that you don't have to water and you don't have to weed.
Ooh,
it's very interesting. Yeah, look it up. And so Henry, like one day we were really into it, and he watched like 8 hours of her videos all day from the TV here in my office. He was into it. So yeah, that's what I do on YouTube. Am I weird? Am I the only one that does that?
I mean, I'm excited. I never even thought about watching channels. I mean, I've subscribed to like maybe 3 to 4. I mean, but I didn't even think about watching the channels. I just wanted to remember who they were. So,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's kind of like podcasts, but you're just in so much more control. And I mean, I watch things on Netflix and Amazon and those kind of things too, but I find that if I limit that, I just am in so much better headspace. And I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but I really have to guard my mind because it's so easy for me to feel discouraged, to feel overwhelmed, to feel behind. And I know it's important for me to show up as my best self for my clients, for my team, and for my son and my husband. So I really, really try to feed it good things.
Good reminder.
All right, moms. Well, that's the end of our podcast, but I want to share with you we do have our upcoming abundance conference in September. It is the 19th through the 21st, I believe, and we are going to have so much fun. I hope that you're going to get your ticket. The tickets are on sale right now. The hotel is at the Beeman Hotel there in Dallas, Texas. It is almost full. So if you have been thinking about getting your ticket, you want to get it now, get our discount code so you can book your room. You can come and have a great time with us. We're going to have Jamie Flanagan speaking about investing in yourself, in your business, and your marriage. So her and her husband are actually going to be speaking together, Jamie and Brad. And they have been hosting marriage, wealth, investment classes specifically for real estate agents. And you're not going to want to miss that. They're amazing. We also have Jen Genya, and she's going to be talking about building a personal brand. She's done a phenomenal job on TikTok. She's gotten a lot of business from it. She's also building on YouTube as well. So she'll be able to give you some insights of how to build from those platforms. And then we have, Floor McNally. And Floor she also runs a micro team like we do in Cincinnati, Ohio. She had, I think last year she sold like 150 houses, and she doesn't have any agents on her team. She has a couple staff members. She hasn't shown a house in 3 years. So she is going to be there. She's so inspiring. She's also reaching out to her local community. She's bilingual, so she's like the go-to agent in Cincinnati for Spanish-speaking community. And then, so those are our 3 keynote speakers. We're also going to have a top producer panel, and we have some great agents on that. I'm excited to get to share who those are soon. And Stephanie and I will be doing a Q&A on Saturday. We'll have a brunch, and we'll be talking all about our business. You can ask us anything. It could be business related, personal related. It could be marriage, family, finances. We're an open book, right, Steph?
Yes. Exciting.
And I think our VIP day is almost sold out. We may have like 2 or 3 spots available for that. But the VIP day is on Thursday, which is the 19th. So if you get that, you'll want to fly in on the 18th. And we're going to do full glam, like hair, makeup. You're going to get a massage. You're going to get headshots. And you're going to meet with our professional video team. They're going to give you tips on how to show up as your best self and just give you some coaching through that. And so you're going to walk away with some great pieces of content that they're going to show you how to shoot, so then you can actually duplicate it at home. We're also going to have Lauren Taylor there that day, and she's going to be talking about her strategies for growing to 100,000 followers on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm thinking YouTube's next. I'm going to talk to her. She needs to crack the code for us. Yeah. So it's going to be jam-packed. I'm like so excited.
So fun. I can't wait.
So we'll put the link below for you to grab your ticket there, and we'll see everyone next week. Bye.
Bye.